It's June 22nd, 1938. Joe Louis defends his World Heavyweight Championship against former title holder Max Schmeling, the only man who has ever defeated the champion. Here are the fighters signing for their epic rematch just 2 months ago.
I'm going to be in the best of shape, and I'm sure they're going to be a very good fight.
I'm happy that I have the chance again to fight for the title, and I hope the best man may win.
The stage is set for their historic rematch. Let's go back 2 years ago to the first meeting of these two fighters. During the first 3 rounds, neither man got into serious trouble. Here in round 4, it's still anybody's fight. A ripping right by Max Schmeling. Louis is in trouble. Another dynamite right. Louis goes down. The referee, Arthur Donovan, signals Max to go to a neutral corner. Joe's up on his feet, but it's all Max here in round 4. Max kept pouring it on for the next 8 rounds, and Joe was in trouble throughout. Joe is still on his feet here in the 12th round, but Max is all over the brown bomber. A ripping right to the jaw by Max Schmeling. Crushing punches by Max. Joe is in desperate trouble here in the 12th. A dynamite right, and Louis goes down. Max Schmeling puts a temporary halt to the meteoric rise of the brown bomber Joe Louis. Just 1 year later, Joe will win the heavyweight championship from James J. Braddock with an impressive 8th round knockout. Max Schmeling is interviewed on his arrival to the United States just 2 months ago. Max is very confident he can whip Joe once again and recapture that cherished heavyweight championship.
Max, you expect to knock Louis out?
Well, after all, I didn't come over for fun.
How about a feed box tip? What round are you going to knock him out in?
Well, you come over and see the fight.
Exhibition for 1 round, introducing that great idol of the prize ring, Jack Dempsey.
Here's challenger Max Schmeling sparring with the Manasseh Mauler, the great Jack Dempsey. Max is working hard to get into the best shape of his career just 1 month before he attempts to regain the heavyweight title from the man he defeated 2 years ago, Joe Louis.
After 4 weeks hard training, I am in very good condition. And all I have to do now is just to keep it as it is.
But Joe Louis, the heavyweight champion of the world, is also in training, preparing for the most important fight of his life. Joe is anxious to avenge his only loss as a professional. Never has Joe been more dedicated. There is no victory that Joe would cherish more.
People think that I'm going to the ring gun-shy. Why should I go into the ring gun-shy when Schmeling is 2 years older and I'm 2 years smarter in boxing?
It's the morning of the fight, June 22nd, 1938. Both men appear at the official weigh-in ceremony.
Tell me what it says, please. 193.
Put the lights on there. Just a minute.
198 and 3/4.
What's the weight for it? 198 and 3/4. This thing here, please.
The stage is set for this epic rematch. Both fighters are tense, and the atmosphere is electric. It's now the night of the fight. Let's listen to the introductions.
This is the feature attraction. 15 rounds for the World's Heavyweight Championship. Weighing 193, wearing purple trunks, outstanding contender for heavyweight honors, the former heavyweight title holder, Max Schmeling. Weighing 198 and 3/4, wearing black trunks, the famous Detroit Brown Bomber, world's heavyweight champion, Joe Louis.
The entire world is waiting for the result of this enormously publicized heavyweight championship fight. We're moments away from the opening bell. Joe Louis, heavyweight champion of the world, comes out for round one in the dark trunks with the white stripe. Max Schmeling is wearing the all-dark trunks. Since winning the world heavyweight title, Joe has defended it 3 times. In his last defense of the title 10 months ago, Joe KO'd Harry Thomas in the 5th round. Max Schmeling won the heavyweight championship of the world in June of 1930, 8 years ago, from Jack Sharkey. Max was awarded the fight on a foul when he was hit low by a blow thrown by Sharkey. Schmeling lost a close, tough 15-round decision to Sharkey and lost the world heavyweight title 2 years later. Max is attempting to become the first former heavyweight champion ever to regain the precious title. 6 other champions have tried and failed. Champion Joe Louis wants this victory desperately. Joe is deadly serious in there. An explosive right to the jaw hurts Max Schmeling. Joe Louis all over Max Schmeling here in round 1. Ripping punches to the head. Joe steps back. A dynamite right to the jaw, and Schmeling goes down here in the 1st round. Max is up at the count of 2. Louis moves in. Ripping punches by the Brown Bomber send Schmeling down again. A crushing right explodes off Schmeling's jaw, and Max goes down for the 3rd time. It doesn't look like Schmeling's going to make it. It's all over. Joe Louis electrifies the boxing world with this magnificent 1st-round devastating knockout over Max Schmeling. In slow motion, let's watch those 3 knockdowns once again. Joe misses with a right, and then follows through with a jolting right to the jaw. Max is hurt as he holds on to the ropes. A ripping right to the side by Joe Louis. It's all Joe now. The Brown Bomber raining punches off Max Schmeling's jaw. Max starts to sink to the canvas. Joe wants to finish it here in round 1. An explosive right sends Schmeling to the canvas for the 1st time. Max rolls over and is up at the count of 2. Another right to the jaw, and Schmeling is in desperate trouble. Max goes down for the second time. Now it's Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber at his dynamite best. A right to the body. Another jolting right, and Max goes down for the third and last time. It's all over. A magnificent knockout for the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis.
2 minutes, 4 seconds, first round. Referee stops it. The winner and still champion, Joe Louis.
For 10 more electrifying years, the Brown Bombers' explosive fists will devastate challengers as quickly as they can climb to the top of the heavyweight ladder. The Brown Bombers' dynamite punches will thrill audiences and scramble all opposition for a record 25 world heavyweight title defenses. Joe Louis becomes a legend in his own time, adored by fight fans throughout the world, respected and feared by all heavyweight challengers, and eventually, after his retirement, revered in boxing's Hall of Fame as the greatest heavyweight champion of all time.